Hi guys, welcome to BlockHermit. It's been a while since my last video. Let's go through a few updates. The reason I haven't been able to upload any videos is because my last computer, which was a laptop that I've had for a while, completely died. So I had a replacement computer, and that replacement computer turned out to not be so good. So I couldn't record without, me being like lag. So I haven't been able to record, but I have been building. This half of the map I built. That half of the map I had help from Carlos. And we've gotten pretty far with it. It looks pretty cool. I've yet to finish this dome. I've been a little slow on production because I'm waiting for the 1.8 update. And the 1.8 update also comes with a decision from the seniors of the server to reset the entire map. The reason we are resetting the entire map is because we've gotten news that world generation is going to be different yet again. So this means instead of having the 1.7 to 1.6 to 1.7, 1.7 to 1.8, we are 1.7. Okay, 1.6 to 1.7 came with New World Generation, and this caused the 1.6 to 1.7 walls of land generation, which looks derpy. We don't like it, and we don't want more of that. So we are going to be getting rid of this world, but we're taking everything that's built from this world with us. This only pertains to above ground structures. So anything like tree farms and these other farms and more farms, they're coming. The things that are underground, like my mines, they will not be coming. Which kind of sucks because everything I have is underground. Everything. So that's going to happen with 1.8. 1.8 was expected to be released in May, but it wasn't. According to Twitter, they're not expecting an update for a while. A few months, I believe, was the exact quote. And that is not a problem for us. We'll work through it. But we do have an unset amount of time for the server to reset. 1.8, we don't know when it's coming, but again, a few months was the quote. And this means that when 1.8 happens, we have to wait for Spigot, which is what the server runs on, to also update. So we don't know how long that's going to take. So if 1.8 vanilla gets released in a week, we have to also wait for Spigot to release a 1.8 compatible console, and then we will also update. But during the time that our server upgrades to 1.8, players are still going to have to play this map while we transfer everything over, which we don't know how we're going to work that out yet, because if you make things onto your building while we're transferring your building, we're not going to be able to transfer the new stuff that you've done since we've transferred. That's a lot of transferring. So basically, if I copy this there and you add after I copy, I can't transfer that. We have about 60 players altogether, and it's only about 5 of us transferring everything for 60 players. And mind you, some of you have built something at least 10 times bigger than this. So we're looking at, I just came back to my own region. We're looking at a lot of transferring to be done between not a lot of hands to help out with. So just bear with us. You know, this entire server is a hobby for everyone that's here. No one's getting paid to do it. In fact, I'm not even charging anyone to play here. My money's going straight out of my pocket to give you the server experience. So just be a little patient with us. The reason we are doing a map reset, other than the fact that there's going to be new world generation, is because we want to increase efficiency for the server for the players. We have clocks like the one shown here where, you know, the chickens lay eggs and it goes through this, and the clock causes the dispenser to spit out egg. And you know, a lot of players utilize redstone clocks to increase their efficiency of whatever farms that they have, and we really like that. We want you to be able to create whatever, anything, machines, clocks, redstone, anything, farms, buildings, gigantic buildings, small buildings, underground, whatever you have, we want you to be able to do it. And we want you to be able to do it with the experience of being able to do it like you do in single player survival, which is the point of this game. It's the experience of single player survival, but within a community. You're on your own, you're doing your own thing, and you're playing in survival while being able to access, you know, other people's things, being able to go to their area, get inspired by what they're building, and then go back to your area and add to yours. And it's been pretty successful. I mean, this is a community build, East Cove, and you know, it's got a lot to show for it. And we want more things like this, even if it's just your area and you've had other people come and help you build your wall, you've had other people help you and come set up a machine for you because you don't know how to do it and the YouTube videos are too tricky. You know, we want you to be able to play without any hitches, and this server is starting to face some of those hitches, such as when you're standing next to a clock, it eventually slows your end of the server down, which means that your chunk is slow and you're gonna be here just, you know, turtling away while other players are also facing some minor lag. And we don't really need to do it, considering the fact that, you know, part of the reason is because we have such a big world. I mean, this is all loaded and nothing's being done to it. And there's probably about 2,000 to 3,000 more areas unclaimed, undone, and not being touched, such as this, which is a big problem. There's no real reason for that. There are people who are maybe 20 to 30,000 chunks away from each other, with those 20 to 30,000 chunks in between not having absolutely anything in them. They've been explored because somebody went through it to claim their new area, but you know, that does decrease efficiency. So we're going to have a bit of a smaller map. We're going to restrict the map just ever so slightly. You're not going to be close together, so you're still free to go and explore your own area, but we're going to be limiting it just a bit because, yeah, it did decrease efficiency. We're going to be looking over a few plugins yet again. We actually halved our plugins from 1.5 to 1.6 and 1.6 to 1.7. We reintroduced some old plugins that weren't quite working for us before but are working for us now, so we're probably going to be transferring those over. We also need for those plugins to be 1.8 compatible. What else do I need to go over? Above ground buildings will be transferred. This also includes your items, by the way. Whatever items you have in a chest will be transferred. The day of the reset, we are going to let players know, because your inventory is unique to your client, which means once this map is reset, you're going to be playing on fresh everything. which means your armors and your inventory that you have on you at the time will be reset. So we recommend that you throw everything into a chest. If you don't think you're gonna be here during the week that we reset, again, we're going to give everyone you know, a notice ahead of time so that they have plenty amount of time to go store their things away so that they don't lose things like my lucky pick. So you might want to, during the week that we know we're going to be resetting, put everything away in a box and use temporary items that you won't mind losing. You know, common iron pickaxes. If you do happen to lose whatever godly equipment you have on you at the time when we reset, we will not be refunding it because there's absolutely no way to track what you did have on you. So it would be a bit unfair because you could say you had, you know, a level 5 everything on 1 diamond pickaxe and we'd have no way to say yes or no that you're lying or if you're not lying. So again, this is crucial and absolutely vital that you store away your things before the map reset. And again, we're going to be giving players an ample amount of time to be able to store away their items. So please keep an eye out for the updates when you log in. There will be an announcement. Please keep an eye on those announcements. We are trying to update our blog frequently, but we've had no news so far, so it's the same thing we've had for a while. But doesn't hurt to check back on it once in a while. If we do update that blog, we do tend to update it on the server, saying that there is an update on the blog, so go check it out. Our server is www.BlockHermit. No, it's not. It is not BlockHermit.com. Do not go to BlockHermit.com. It is... Okay, it is blockhermit.webs.com. Sorry it took me a while. I'm having a brain derpiness. But yeah, you can go there and our website will have everything. If that was a little too fast for you, you can always wait for that announcement to come up on the game, or you can check the links below and I'll have it linked there, hopefully, if I remember after recording this. We have a new senior. If I can remember how to get to the seniors wall. Seniors wall. Hall of Fame. Now this is our seniors wall. Seniors. This is our seniors wall. Seniors of BlockHermit. Morgul Master is our new senior. Welcome to the club, Morgul. But these are our seniors, and we've had them for a while. Specifically, the ones on this side of the map. They've been with us a very long time. They may or may not have op privileges, but they are seniors, and this means they run our server. Even if they don't have op privileges, they can always chip in their opinion of anything and everything. And this is kind of how our server runs. We have basically a group of people that decide on things for the server, and they help our server run. Mind you, these people, whether they have op privileges or not, have access to every item in game. So please don't think to accuse them of taking anything. They have absolutely no need to take any of your things. If anything, they are here for the long term. A lot of our players aren't. These are players, they're seniors because they have been here a while and they've invested a lot of time into the server. And they really have no interest in creating problems with any other player. In fact, if they play tricks on you, it's tricks that help you get forward. They give you spawn eggs. They give you, you know, they hide diamond under your buildings. They help you find things that you've lost. They hold on to lost items for you because, quite frankly, not all the time we can't tell whose items they are. But we know for a fact they weren't ours. And we will hold on to them for you until you come out and say, hey, has anyone seen my dog, my horse, my sheep? Those sheep don't really stray off. Or a named pickaxe, whatever have you. They'll hold on to it because, again, they have no need for any of your items. They're here to help. They are the most helpful players on the server. They have access to anything and everything. And again, like I said before, they have absolutely no need to bother you. So please don't feel like accusing them of anything. If you notice that your item is somewhere in any other bases, let them know, because they have absolutely no need, again, I have to reiterate, to take any of your things. They're holding on to them for you. They have access to our web pages and our submissions. So if you go to our website and submit anything, such as missing items and whatever have you, they have access to it. If I can't get to you first, then they'll get to you. These are also real people in real life, so they do tend to be busy, as have I. I haven't been able to keep on to the server as often as I used to because I have obligations elsewhere. But I am checking in, folks. I am checking in, and so are they. Everyone's going through life, as are any of our players. So they haven't been able to come on as much, some of them. And I have nothing against them for it, so I don't think any of our players should either. And again, we have no op positions open. Senior status is not something you apply for, neither is being an administrator. We don't have any of those on the server either way. And again, if you ask that, then we kind of assume that you're here just to be overpowered, operative, administrative, whatever have you. And again, the whole point of the server is that everyone's an equal. Despite the fact that our seniors have access to everything, they build everything on survival. All of their resources are gotten legitimately. The only time they go into their up mode is to either help you players out or something server related, such as server events and the like. I do have to note though that our seniors are, again, the ones handling the server, so a bit of respect, I believe, is, you know, not too much to ask for. Even if they're not on, they are able to see everything that goes on. We do have every one of the players, including the seniors, absolutely logged. This wall is growing. Oh boy. The wall is growing, folks. But yeah, don't accuse seniors of anything. Don't create problems with seniors, because it's kind of pointless. What else did I need to go over? I feel like I have so much since I haven't made a video in such a long time. No, really, that's about it. I suppose I could just create another video next time. I'm just really glad that this is recording so smoothly. I think this video is very long, so I'm gonna cut it here. Alright guys, well, that's it for now. See you later. Bye!